Hey guys, it's Fancy and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And I wanted to come on here and show some information that should clear up a lot of this misinformation that is out there right now about a Nick infiltration group, the emails, my intentions, and whatnot. Now, this is not new news. I told you this, it wasn't new news the other day. I showed you that this was news from 2019 before we had information that we have today. And I want you guys to see what was said. This was originally posted on the Nicholas Go to John supporters post. It happened right after Dawn left with Krusty, and Krusty tried to convince Dawn that she would get better interviews with Krusty than with me. Still waiting for those interviews, Dawn. I guess they didn't work out for you, huh? Maybe they didn't want to talk to a skeezy scammer either. Okay, but let's clear this up real quick. Let me grab you some screenshots. And I'm going to be reading from over there so you guys can see this, but pause to read it. You guys can look at it. But this was posted right here. You can see the Nicholas Go to John supporters group, and they're asking, how professional is she with her team of volunteers at by proxy? This is when I did not know that Dawn had already double-crossed me and gone to Natasha and Krusty, and she was taking things and leaking them. I didn't know who it was leaking them. So I got together with my team. I told them I love them. I told them I love them, that they were, I appreciate the things that they do. However, if one of them was leaking information, I would, in fact, make sure that I would sue them, and they would never work in the industry with anyone that I know ever again. And that was because they were leaking content that did not need to be leaked out there, such as the emails. All right, so if you read it here, I said we never had a Nick infiltration group. This is from 5 years ago. I was referring to a chat we had when Natasha Cooper opened up her group saying everyone was allowed a clean slate with her. We created a chat and called it that for fun. All we wanted to discuss was how to calmly go into the group to try and make all the drama stop. If I did say Nick instead of Natasha, I'm truly sorry, but honestly, the tape sounds spliced, so I don't know. Anyhow, nobody at By Proxy bears Nick any ill will, and our hearts and minds have changed dramatically where he is concerned. We truly hope he gets the help he needs and is able to live as well as he can in prison. If you heard us speak lately, we've expressed kind wishes for him. And Brandy was here for all of this. She knows this happened. So her little stunt that she tried to pull with Kendall and Dawn, that's some bullshit. Let's keep going, shall we? So this says the chat was called Natasha Infiltration, or something similar. And we did have a chat called Nick Investigation. I have put that out in the past, showing you where it started, how she was the one who messaged me, and when we actually decided to name it the Nick Investigation Group. So, had a chat called Nick Investigation, but that was simply to discuss any information we were collecting on his case. And then again, nothing to harm him at all. And your claims of us trying to ruin his appeal are not true either. We did not solicit Dawn to do anything. She wrote those letters and came to us, and I repeatedly told her not to write him anymore, as it seemed he was out of control and scary from the letters. I have those screenshots as well. At this time, we are thankful she is no longer associated with us, as we are not sure her motives with Nick or us were ever good. So please warn him not to allow her current stunt of getting people to write him and send him money, allowing him to forgive her, as she'll just use him again as she has before. But in no way are we trying to harm Nick. I am honest that I do believe he is where he needs to be, unless there was a facility that could offer better mental help. So if you see that, that's the next part of this. This little clip that they've put, that was on our By Proxy page. It does talk about the fact that I was going to send them in, that I did feel that with these types of thoughts in his head, he does not need to be out in the streets roaming around. And I felt like we needed to make sure that the prosecution did have this information in his appeals, because it set precedent as to what he is still currently believing, and that he was still threatening to unalive people. But I also corrected them in stating we never sent them nor intended to, but I stand behind the statement that he is dangerous and needs serious help. I don't support an appeal This is back 5 years ago, but we are not, nor have we ever done anything to actively stop it because, for one, I don't think he'll win, and two, those emails are public knowledge and the phone calls are recorded. If the DA needs them, he's got access without my help. I already told you my heart has softened a lot in the Nick department. I feel he needs people who want to actually help him and get him mentally well, and you are clearly not those people. You make excuses for his behavior and ignore the warning signs. But whatever, just do him a favor and keep him away from crazy pant Dawn. That would be a better way to spend your time than worrying about me or my team doing anything to him. So there's the rest of that, so you can pause to read. So my final answer was to somebody named Sandra Peabody. I said, Sandra, go check the actual date on that post. It's from months ago. And if anyone was actually paying attention, they'd have heard us say over and over, our views about Nick have changed based on evidence we have. Ugh, I'm not against him, but I still do not believe he should be released. So there you have it, folks. That is from 5 years ago. This is not new news. Everyone has known about this. Everyone has known about the emails. Everybody has known what kind of shady character Dawn is and what she actually did do to Nicholas. She got him thrown in the hole before she ever came to us. She scammed an entire group of people out of appliances and household goods. She also made false accusations against her brother, her mother, her other family members. She scammed several of our team members and several of her friends out of money over the years, telephones, grocery bills, all of these things. And the fact that you people think that she somehow is now rehabilitated and in a better spot, I'm going to tell you, a leopard doesn't change their spots that far. I'm sorry. I don't believe Dawn Boker then. I don't believe Dawn Boker today. And I believe that she's just looking again for her 15 minutes. So Natasha, who is her dear friend now, who she came to me originally telling me that she thought Natasha was threatening her life, she ran over there to them and spread the false rumors for Krusty, along with Krusty, about me cheating on my husband and contracting an STD. She then approached Megan Pack and had Megan Pack wrote a false freaking letter explaining how I made her do this and Amanda made her do that, and she didn't really feel those things, despite the fact that you can go find on her own profile her trying to sell these things to all kinds of other different people. This woman cannot be trusted. I know that you want to put the big tag on my freaking head because I'm the big target, but I assure you, not then, not now, did I have anything, nor did any member of my team have anything to do with stopping Nick's appeal process. Thank you. Have a good one from the Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys. Mwah.